guys, welcome to another video of living with ulcerative colitis. I'm Maya, and today we are going to talk about managing air or gas in an ostomy pouch. This will be part 2 of the other video where I talked about foods that cause air and a lot of different things. So this is only about air. So I have 3 points, and then those points have checks. So the first point is one of the biggest ways to get air inside of an ostomy pouch is through swallowed air. Swallowed air can get into your pouch by chewing gum or sucking on candies, because when you chew gum, you're chewing it and your stomach keeps thinking that food's coming down, and while you chew, you're just producing a lot of air. And sucking on drinks through a straw, because you're sucking on the liquid and sometimes a lot of air goes with it. So when I had my ostomy, I didn't use a straw that entire year, but I'm pretty sure that I could have. I just didn't want there being a likelihood that I would have a lot of air in my pouch, so I just didn't use them. The third one is eating or inhaling food, because when you inhale food, there's an influx of air going in your mouth at the same time you swallow the food, so you're also swallowing air. And when you're drinking quickly, gulping, you're also swallowing air along with the liquid. The last way that you can get air in your pouch is through talking while eating. Or in my case, I had a really funny doctor, and I like to ask a plethora of questions of any kind because I wanted to know everything about my ostomy, everything about ulcerative colitis. I wanted to know anything that he could tell me. And while I was asking him all these questions, he was like, there's another way you can get air in your pouch. And he said, because you keep talking. And he said, so you're swallowing a lot of air. And I was like, ah. And he was like, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I didn't mean it like that. And I was like, but he's not exactly wrong, because when you talk, you take a lot of air. But this is something that happens quite rarely compared to all the others. The second way to manage gas in an ostomy pouch is knowing what foods produce gas. I had a video about this a couple of weeks ago, but foods that primarily do that are dried beans, cucumbers, veggies in the cabbage family like onions, sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflower, corn, corn, and radishes. I don't agree about the cucumbers. I ate a lot of cucumbers during my ostomy, and for me, they did not produce gas, which lets you know that every pouch is different. These are things that quite often produced air in a lot of people, but it might be different for you. So testing these foods and seeing what they do always works. So for me, dried beans, vegetables from the cabbage family, corn, and radishes did cause air, but cucumbers did not. Also, you can get your body used to certain foods. So like some foods produce air, but if you eat them often enough, then the small intestine will learn how to break down that food. So that could also be why cucumbers didn't bother me as much as the others. The third way is how to remove the air from your pouch after it is already in it. There are many ways for this, but I have 4. The first one is using ostomy pouches that have filters. I never use these because my output in the beginning was really loose, and then my output in the end was very thick, and I already knew how to get rid of the air. But in the beginning, if you have like a peanut butter consistency output, then it works well for you because the liquid output can clog the vent inside of the pouch. If it also is liquid, really loose liquid, it can slip between the vent. This does not happen very often, but if you have a lot of liquid output, it can happen. But if you have a thicker output, like a peanut butter consistency or a thick output, then having a vent works very well. For me, I didn't know about the vent until later, so my method of removing the air from the pouch was opening and emptying the pouch frequently. Now this doesn't mean emptying the amount in the bag. Just anytime I went to the bathroom to fix my hair or to actually empty the pouch, I would open the pouch sleeve, and then I would calmly push down to remove all of the air in the pouch, so that it would always be flat on my side and there wouldn't be any air in it. But some people, you can't go to the bathroom all that often, so that isn't really an option, but I could. You also don't have to be over the toilet to empty the air. You can simply pull the pouch up in an upwards position and just smooth it to get the air out. And this really helps the air not be stuck inside of your ostomy bag. The second way to remove air from the pouch are using deodorants, pouch deodorants. They said that the charcoal deodorizers really helped move the air in the pouch. I don't know if this one works because I never tried it, but they said it can help decrease the amount of air that the stoma produces in the bag. And then the fourth way of making sure that you're managing the gas in the ostomy pouch is making sure air is removed before sealing. Sometimes when you were changing one bag for another, you put it on your side really fast, because anybody that has an ostomy knows that at any time stuff can start coming out of the stoma, and because you're not controlling it, you don't know when it's going to happen, so you put the bag on really fast. And so sometimes when you do that, there is excess air still in the bag before anything goes into the bag. So if you find that you have a lot of air in your pouch normally, that could be because when you put it on, there was still air in it, and then your stoma started producing more air, which makes the bag get bigger over time. So making sure all the air is removed before sealing the pouch to your side. So after it's on your side, just open the bag and allow the air to leave, and then close the bag back up. And I found that that worked. So I used the two, opening and emptying frequently, and when it was on my side, making sure there was no air in it to begin with. And so there are a lot of different ways to do it. But those are the ones that worked for me. I hope this video was helpful and informative. Please like, share, subscribe, press the bell for notifications, and bye guys!